got a cool tool update here. This is what I call a guitar hammer, but it's really just a mallet for a triangle, a percussion instrument, a triangle. And I've used it on a few records. I've used it on a couple movies, and basically it's just to create kind of a hammer dulcimer sound, maybe. Percussive thing, makes it kind of sound a little bit less like a regular guitar. Something different to have in your toolbox. It's not particularly expensive, although I had to buy the triangle to get this, so I think it was about $35. I'll put a link, an Amazon link, in below the video, so you can click on that and pick one up if you want. The other thing I like about this is it's got a handle, and you can use the other side, and the other side is rubber, so it kind of has this kind of like a hammer dulcimer in the other room kind of sound. Thing you have to be careful about, of course, is hitting the top of your guitar, and I've done that more than once. But I try to kind of use a technique that kind of where I'm almost hitting my thumb on the top of the guitar up here. So that kind of helps me keep it very, very parallel with the top of the strings, and that way I'm not really running too much of a risk of hitting the top of the guitar. Another sound you can have. I don't know. I think I have maybe used it once or twice live, but you know, with the pickups in the saddle there, it's a little weird sound. It doesn't quite sound as good as it does acoustically. And I was going to at one point market this, and have it manufactured and market it with a DVD and some songs and stuff like that. But it got to be too much. So if you market this, let me know. But I call it the guitar hammer. And there is a product out there similar to it, but I actually like this one. I've used that one before, and it looks more like a hammer, and you can hammer the strings individually. But this one I like because I can kind of hit all the strings at once, which makes it important to maybe do muting with your thumb to get to focus the bass notes. Like when I went to the C2 chord, I made sure that I muted the bottom string, so you can hear the bass note. And then when I went to the D, I kind of brought my thumb up and muted two strings. And you can hit just a couple strings. And I like bouncing it. I'm just kind of bouncing it to get that triplet sound. And the thing I'm doing, the way I'm holding it here, is kind of just with my two fingers, my thumb and finger here, and then my second finger on the side, like that. And that seems to work really well. Same thing when I flip it over to the soft side. Now the nice thing about this too is it's got a little round ball at the end, so you could actually be a little bit more precise with that if you want. I haven't really mastered that. But I just like sharing things that are just cool ideas, cool tricks. Kind of inside stuff that maybe you heard something like this on a record or in a movie or something, and very likely, I mean, to be honest, I think any kid that's been any junior high kid that's been in a band, in a garage band, and had a drummer in the room has picked up a drumstick and hit their strings with it. I mean, that's a pretty common thing. I've done it with electric too, where you can do like power chords. I've got some 3-string electric guitars where it's just tuned to like a fifth, so that I can just hit power chords with it. Not quite as nice and chunky as a pick and a palm mute. It's a totally different sound, but it's kind of cool. You can experiment with that too. Maybe I'll fire that up on another video. Okay. So anyway, I call it the guitar hammer. You can call it the Strahle guitar hammer though if you want. Anyway, thanks a lot. I'll talk to you guys later. God bless you. Bye bye.